Hello everyone, welcome to See Good Studios. Today I'm going to be reviewing and telling you all about everything that I use for filming. This is how it comes in the box. We have a bag to carry it in. We have the main tripod. We have the arm to go on top of the tripod. We have the camera or phone hold, and a Bluetooth camera remote, and then of course the instructions. Now, I've been using this for a while now, so this may not be everything that came with it because I might have lost something, but we're gonna go through it. So, but at least you know that I'm not just like immediately, the immediate, like, being impressed by it or something, but I know that I've used it for a while and it actually works. So, first we have the bag. Standard bag, it fits all of the things that you need to carry, but you will have to take these parts off to close it. It has a little, I don't know what these are called, but it has one of these things that makes it where you can close it, and then you can hold it like a backpack. And you can also, when you're not using it, just close it up like that. Kind of looks like a bow tie. Put it away. Okay. Then we have the main tripod. It has this little handle for you to hold it for it's kind of like a Wii remote type of handle, so it's not like so that you can just, I wouldn't really hold it like that, although I have never actually used this handle, but I mean, technically it's not a handle, but you can unbuckle it and remove it if you want to, and then just goes, unbutton it. Okay, then we have the top. If you can see right here, we have this little knob you can move, and then you can slide this up, and you can slide it all the way out, although I wouldn't do that though because it's not the best. And okay, so at the top there, and then we have these clips, which these clips works really well. You can go halfway and clip it and it will stay. I would suggest, if you're trying to extend it, starting from the top, because then you have all these tubes inside of each other that will add extra support. So we have that, and you can also, with some adjustment, you can use it as a top down. It's gonna have to take some fiddling, so you can do that. So we have the arm. It extends this much, which for comparison, it probably will fit. This is like, in comparison of my hand, it's like pretty. It's a pretty big extension, and it has pads on here, and you can use this to attach it to the base, to this, and also it has one so that you can attach it to the base, but also so you can attach like a light. It's probably its main purpose. It has this little level to make sure that you have your so that it's flat. Then we go over here and we have this little red knob, which is used to attach it to the base. And you just unscrew it entirely and then pop it on, like super easily. Then we have this knob right here, which when you loosen it up, it makes this part right here and this part able to move independently, like this, so that if you're filming, you can have it up straight, or you can turn it down to do a top-down shot, which again will take some like fiddling and things. And then you just tighten it back by turning. Then this knob right here, turn it. You want to keep it pretty tight, but you turn this knob and you can move this from side to side, so it will be flat or up here, which is the furthest you can turn it. Although I have not found any use for that particular function. And then you have right underneath here, you have the turning point to attach it. And we're gonna go and put this together. So put that on, and then remove the piece completely, and it just pops on. Then you can reconnect it. I will show you how to turn this into a top-down shot. So first you're going to loosen the red knob. Okay. Then you want to loosen the handle right here, and then you just put it right here. But you're going to probably see this a little bit, and you can, if you have, and you can use like a wide camera lens, and then cut out that by cropping the video. Okay. Then we have the button, which has this one is for iOS, and this is for Android. And then this button over here just turns it on and off. And it already comes with batteries, and you can use this to attach it to your keychain so that you don't lose it. And then we have the instructions, which I'm not going to go through because I pretty much already just did by showing you. So next we're going to use this as a camera. So this is how much space you have, and then the leg on here is going to be in view because or else it will fall over. So you can see you have space to use. So, and we're going to use that for this review. Show you how it looks when you set it straight. When you set it on the ground and are filming from that position. So this is what it looks like with it set up right here, and there's also with a little bit of adjustment, we also have the version that we also have it like right in front, where you can also do a top-down shot from over here if you want to. So then we have my headphones. So the headphones that I got are gamer headphones. They're from the On. They were only this much. And you can remove the microphone. I don't really use the microphone because I have a different microphone. And you use this. It has to plug in, which my phone does not have a headphone adapter, so I have to use an adapter for that. So this is just a $3 one. And then one thing is that on here, you have to use this to turn the mic on and off, and you can use that if you're wanting to use it for gaming or something. It would work, but I would suggest finding something that will cover the mic, which is only just a little bit of space, so you could probably use like a little bit of tape or something and put something that is like a pop filter, and it will work. And you cannot plug this in and then use it as a microphone on its own. You have to plug it in through this. And the covers have a lot of space so that your ear can fit in the inside of this area, and they are pretty they're pretty soft, and I've had trouble in the past with headphones like hurting when I'm wearing them, but these don't, and they're soft, and you can adjust them, but I've never adjusted them because they were kind of just perfect for me. The only thing about them is that there is this little headphone adjuster sound, so you're gonna have to turn it down really low, and then turn your phone sound up a lot, or else you're going to get static noise in it. But without it, it works pretty well. we're going to, and then this is what we have right here, and it has a lightning cable for iPhone users if you need that, but I don't. And it has a arm for this. Oh, and this is what it's called. And it has an arm attachment to attach it to an arm. This is just the attachment for it. Then we have the microphone itself, which these do not come with it, which I'm using this microphone right now. Well, I'm using this microphone to record, but it's not plugged in the video. Then, so we have, it's a pretty standard, it has a bass that you can adjust. I don't really tighten it to not be able to adjust it because I need it to adjust whenever I'm wanting to. Then you have a knob that controls the sound, and you have a knob that controls the volume of the headphones, and you can plug the headphones right in there. And then that's what I use with these headphones, obviously. But also, if you turn this sound all the way down, you can use Bluetooth headphones with these if you don't want to buy like the extra. And it does light up, but that's not going to really matter because you need something like, I just use socks, but because they work, and you're going to need that to cover them, but else it's going to sound ecstatic. So then it also has a mute button, but that doesn't work because you're not going to be able to click that with these on, and it really doesn't sound that good without it. Or it sounds good, but the sound will still, but you'll still hear the static. So in some ways, this right here is kind of not very helpful. You can also it comes all together like this, but you can remove the microphone if you want to, although I have never tried to remove it though. So here we have this, and if you remove this part, which this part comes in the box like this, if you remove this part, you can use it for connecting to these devices right here. And then you can put this on and you can connect it to your phone, and you can also connect it. You can also do the same thing with an iPhone if you need to. You're going to have to take your case off if it's very thick. I haven't tried to use this with a smaller case because this is just because. So we're going to plug it in right now. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like without, although the color does not really matter that much because it's going to be covered with this unless you have a different way of using it, which looks like this is I think I might have accidentally pulled it a little bit out of line, so let me just fix that. Okay, so then of course it has mute, so the light. When you're using this with it, which I probably just muted everything that I was just saying because it was muted, so that was but this is what it sounds like without the cover on, without the socks, and let me show you what it sounds like with the socks. So just a minute. So this is what I do is I just put the sock over and I layer it, and I layer it more until it's covered completely, and then I push these layers down, and then to do the same thing over here. So if you have a nice covering and this, and here we go. This is how it sounds like with the cover on and everything.